Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Suraj and on this channel we learn ServiceNow step by step in a simple and practical way. On today's video, we will understand one of the most important topics in ServiceNow, incident management, explained end to end. This topic is very important for freshers, beginners, and interview preparation, so make sure you watch till the end. Let's start with a simple question. What is an incident? An incident is an unplanned interruption to a service or a reduction in the quality of a service. For example, email is not working, VPN is down, laptop is slow, application is not accessible. The goal of incident management is very simple. Restore the service as quickly as possible so that business impact is minimized. Why incident management is important? Incident management is important because it reduces downtime, it keeps users productive, it ensures SLA compliance, improves customer satisfaction. That's why incident management is usually the first module you work on in ServiceNow projects. Now let's understand the incident lifecycle in ServiceNow. A typical incident goes through these stages: new, in progress, on hold, resolved, closed. On hold is optional, used only when required. We will understand each of these in detail with a real life example. First step, incident creation. An incident can be created in multiple ways. A user raises a ticket from the service portal. A user calls the service desk, an incident is created via email or automatically from monitoring tools. In ServiceNow, when an incident is created, a unique incident number is generated. State is set to new. Caller, short description, and priority are captured. At this stage, the incident is waiting to be worked on. Next comes assignment. The service desk or system assigns the incident to an assignment group and sometimes directly to an assigned to user. Assignment can be done manually by service desk, automatically using assignment rules. Priority is calculated using impact, urgency. This helps the team decide which incident to work on first. Let's understand the incident states. New, incident is logged but not yet worked on. In progress, someone is actively working on it. On hold means the team is waiting for user, vendor, or maybe approval. Resolved means issue is fixed and solution is provided. Closed, incident is officially closed after confirmation. Cancelled, if the incident is not required for some reason. ServiceNow ensures incidents follow this proper flow. When an incident is in progress, the support team investigates the issue, adds work notes for internal communication, updates additional comments for the user, follows SLAs to resolve within time. If the issue cannot be resolved immediately, the incident may be put on hold with a valid reason. Once the issue is fixed, incident state is changed to resolved. Resolution notes are added. The user is informed. If the user confirms the issue is resolved or after a defined time, the incident is moved to closed state. Only resolved incidents can be closed in ServiceNow. Different roles are involved in incident management. End user reports the issue. Service desk agent is the first level support. Support groups are the technical teams. Incident manager monitors performance and SLAs. Each role has a clear responsibility. Let's take a simple example. An employee cannot access email. User raises an incident. Incident is created with state new, assigned to email support group. Engineer investigates and fixes the issue. Incident is marked as resolved. User confirms resolution. Incident is closed. That's the complete end-to-end incident workflow in ServiceNow. To summarize, incident management restores service quickly. It follows a structured lifecycle. ServiceNow enforces best practices. This module is critical for jobs and interviews. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.